Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Ganana Tva Ganapatigam Havamahe Kavim Kavinam Upamashravastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anashunvanno Divisi Dasadanam Mahaganapataye Namaha. Prano Devi Saraswati Vajabhirvajinivati Dhinama Vitriyavatu Vagdevyai Namaha. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavakai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavakai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Om Namah Pranavartaya Shuddhajnanaikamurtaye Nirmalaya Prashantaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Stapakaya cha dharmasya sarvadharmasvarupine Avatara Varishtaya Ramakrishnaya te Namaha. Jananim Saradam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Sritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. Namah Shri Yatirajaya Vivekananda Suraye Satchit Sukaswarupaya Swamine Tapaharine. Hirime Guru Bhipurvam Padavakya Pramanataha Vyakhyata Sarva Vedanta Tanityam Pranatosmyaham. Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpadam Shankaram Lokashankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badharayanam Sutra Bhashya Krito Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punaha Vyasaya Vishnu Rupaya Vyasa Rupaya Vishnave Namo Vai Brahmanidhaye Vasishtaya Namo Namaha. Tattvamasi Shvetaketo is the Tatparya Vakyam of the Vedanta Pramanam. Atmanaha Brahmatvam Atmanaha Jagat Karanatvam is revealed through the Vedanta Pramanam. The infinitude of the self is revealed. The Pramata knows about everything by using appropriate instrument of knowledge. Therefore, everything is evident to the Pramata. But Pramata is evident to whom is the question. When I know an object, it is evident to me. This table is evident to me. The person is evident to me. The Panchabhutas are evident to me. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, everything is evident to me. But I am evident to whom? For objects to be evident to me, I need an instrument. I need Chakshu Pramanam, instrument of seeing capacity through eyes to know an object, to know the form and color of the object. So I am the knower. Everything is the known. So all known objects are evident to me. For that I need an instrument of knowledge. But how I should know myself? Do I need any instrument to know myself? Do I need any instrument to know myself? I am self-evident. I know I am evident. I know I exist. To know the existence of the table, I need chakshu pramana or sparsha pramana. But to know my existence, I don't need any pramana. Then why you are asking me to go for using Vedanta pramana? Do you get the Purupaksha? To know everything, I need some pramanam because I am the pramata. All other things in the world are prameyam. To know the prameyam, I need a pramanam. But to know myself, why should I need a pramanam? Do you understand? So I am self-evident. Self is self-evident. Atmanaha siddhatvam is swata siddham. Why I should go for Vedanta Shastra Pramanam? And that you tell the Shastra Pramanam is not going to reveal anything without a competent teacher handling it. So I need a competent teacher also to operate that Shastra Pramanam. So why should I go for using a Pramanam to know myself? I know myself already. Then Vedanta Shastra says, you know your existence, but you don't know your condition. You know you exist, but you don't know how you exist. As what you are, you don't know. You are, you know, but as what? That is why you are giving a self-judgment about yourself, that I am small, I am insignificant, I am inadequate, I am a wanting person, I am a kami, krodhi, lobhi. These judgments you have given to about yourself, I am asking to verify these judgments. So to verify this judgment, you should go for Vedanta Shastra Pramanam, which is going to negate all your judgments. If you are comfortable with your judgments, I have nothing to say. Like Gandhari was comfortable in not using Chakshu Pramanam. There are so many people who are comfortable in not using Anumanadi Pramanam because it requires thinking capacity. Thinking is not a blessing for all. Pratyaksham may be a blessing for all by nature, majority. But thinking capacity is not a blessing for all. Inferring, postulating, learning is not for all. So many people are happy with that. I have nothing to do. And still many are happy without knowing Veda Pramanam at all. So if you are interested, moksham ichet, atmanaha moksham ichet. If you are interested to free yourself from your own self-judgments, which are troubling you day in, day out, then you go for the Vedanta Shastra Pramana. Then next question come. Then also I can go for self-study. Because Shastra Pramanam is in the form of Shabda. Shabda is available in a book form. Vyasacharya has done very nice, great work. Because it was in sound form. As even class goes on, it gets evaporated. Understood? But Vyasacharya has put down all the sounds in the form of book. So why can't I go for self-study? Or why can't I myself find out who am I? Why can't I be my own teacher? Why should I go for teacher? Shastra Parampara says, if you can be your teacher, you would have already free from all these problems. If you can be a teacher, when you say I can be a teacher to myself, what do you mean by that? Neither your mind can be teacher for you, nor your Atma can be teacher for you. Neither your mind can teach your Atma, nor your Atma can teach your Atma. There are two possibilities only. When you say, I will teach myself, these are two possibilities. If your mind is a wise mind which can teach you, this question itself will not come. Na? This judgment itself will not come. I am finite, I am lacking, I am wanting. These judgments are because of ignorance only. Na? So how can you expect that your own ignorant mind can make you wise mind or wise Atma? Another possibility is Atma teaching Atma. First possibility is mind teaching Atma. Second possibility is Atma teaching Atma. If Atma can teach Atma, all will be by birth wise person. Ignorance may not be there. So, neither your mind can teach you, nor the book which is available in the bookshop can teach you, nor your own self can teach you. Because Atmanaha Swarupam is Brahmatvam. The teaching which is revealed by the Vedanta Shastra Pramanam is not an ordinary teaching. It says you are Jagat Karanam Brahma. That is the problem. If Shastra says there is a Jagat Karanam Brahma, we have no problem. There is a God who has created this creation. We have no problem. God is in heaven. We have no problem. Let him be in heaven or hell. God is in Vaikunta. We have no problem. God is in Kailasha. We have no problem. But you are that God. That is the problem. So how you can expect to know that you are Jagat Karanam Brahma by yourself? And Vedanta Shabda has to be handled by a competent teacher, because if you take a Vedanta Pramana which is in the form of a book, it says in one place, Anoraniyan Mahato Mahiyan. It is subtler than the subtlest atom and bigger than the vast Akasha. So what do you understand? Asino duram rajati shayano yati sarvataha. In another place it says, he is sitting but still he is running. He is lying down but he is still everywhere. What do you understand? If I am lying down on my bed, 6/3 only I can be pervasive. How can I be all pervasive? Self-contradictory statement. In one place, it says you go for marriage, go for progeny, go for becoming a grandfather. Then again, after few pages, it says, na karmana na prajaya dhane na tyage naike amritatvama. It's all contradictory statements. Whether with regard to your lifestyle or with regard to the fact about yourself. So, there is a need for a competent teacher. That is why the Vedanta Shastra Pramanam itself prescribes the need for a competent teacher. Don't touch me. Handle me carefully. Otherwise, you will end up as a madcap. That's what happening in spiritual journey of many people. They end up either as a madcap or hypocrite. Majority. Because they don't have guidance of a teacher. Pariksha lokan karmachitan brahmano nirvedamayat. If a thinking person applies his mind and observes what is going around him, what is going around the Jagat where he lives, what is going in him, his own mind, what is going in his body. If he observes, then he finds that everything is coming, dancing and passing away. Everything is because of some action. Whatever I get is nothing but a result of an action, which may be desirable or undesirable. It doesn't bother about my desiring or undesiring. That is why even if I don't plan, work, desire for sorrowful situation, it comes and knocks my door. And my desire for being free from sadness, limitations, is not at all going away also. So, if I observe all these situations, then I come to have a conclusion that nasti akritaha kritena. Whatever I may do, there is no way to get out of this self-condemnation. Because if something happens around me and if it doesn't affect me, I have no problem. But every change in the world affects me and makes me to have a self-condemnation. So I have to get out of this. So what is the way? Tad vijnanartam sa gurum yeva abhigachet shrotriyam brahmanishtam. Vedanta Shastra prescribes, if you want to know how to get out of this self-condemnation, if you want to get out of all self-judgments about yourself, if you want to know the infinite nature of your own self, if you want to know the Purnatum which happened to be your birthright, sa gurum yeva abhigachet. And what type of guru? Shrotriyam brahmanishtam gurum yeva abhigachet. This evakara is very important. The mantra is like that. Pariksha lokan karmachitan brahmano nirvedamayat nasti akrita kritena tad vijnanartam sa gurum yeva abhigachet samitpanihi shrotriyam brahmanishtam. This evakara they interpret in a very beautiful way. Tad vijnanartam eva abhigachet. What is that which happened to be a siddha vastu in my life? What is that which is already attained by myself? What can be the intrinsic nature of myself? Because anything comes in my life, when it goes away, it becomes an incidental nature. So my entire problem is this arrival and departure of these incidental things, including this body. It becomes incidental thing in my life. Teeth are incidental, hairs are incidental, my youthhood is incidental, my laughing is incidental, my successes are incidental, all happen to be incidental. So what is that which is intrinsic to me? Tad vijnanartham eva abhigachet. To know that only, not to perpetuate the arrival and departure of accidental things. You should not go to that teacher about whom the Shastra is now talking about to ask him, will I get married? Will I get a good bride or bridegroom? Will my son or daughter will get bride or bridegroom? Will I get a job? Will I get rid of this disease? Do you have any mantra, tantra? Not for that. Tad vijnanartham. First evakara. To know this, to know what? What is the intrinsic nature of myself? Because I am tired of all incidental things. So to know abhigachet. Vijnanartham eva abhigachet. Not to perpetuate your samsaric accidental things. Not to perpetuate the arrival and departure of things which will enhance your own self-judgment of limitation and wanting personality. Second evakara is tad vijnanartham abhigachet eva. To know your intrinsical nature, you have to approach a teacher. You cannot sit under a tree and ask, who am I, who am I, who am I? Already I told you, neither your mind can be a teacher for you, nor your Atma can be a teacher for you. Atma reveals itself. If Atma reveals itself, all will be jnanis. Atma is self-evident. Nothing is required to know that. But Atma is not self-evident as Brahman. That is why Atma is self-evident as Alpaha to everyone. I know I am, but I don't know I am Ananda Swarupaha. I am Satchidananda Swarupaha. I am Purnaha. I don't know. The last word, Satchidananda Swarupaha, Ananda Swarupaha, Purnaha, Nitya Muktaha, Nitya Buddhaha, Shuddhaha, Shubhraha, Kalyana Guna Nilayaha. I don't know anything. So, Abhigachet eva, second evakara. You have to approach a teacher. Third evakara, Samitpanihi san abhigachet. Being a qualified person, you abhigachet. Samitpanitva means disciplehood. In those days, when a disciple goes to a teacher, he will carry a bundle of wood which will help the teacher to do some yaga yajna. So go with a gift, with humility. So Samitpanihi san, being a qualified Sishya, you go there. Not to verify whether he has that knowledge or not. There are some people who come to Swamis to verify whether the Swami is Swami or not. Whether Swami is scholarly Swami or not. Whether the Swami is noble Swami or not. Swami means noble only. Swami means scholar only. What is his scholarship? He has understood the anityatvam of the things which is around him. That's a great discovery. That's the most wonderful discovery of a person who understands that including this body, everything is going to be perished. No value for any of these things in the creation. That's what in Ashoka's story they used to tell. Ashoka used to do namaskara for monks. But his Senapati doesn't like that. Such a grand emperor going and touching the feet of a monk, penniless monk. What is this nonsense? So he did not approve the action of Ashoka. Ashoka observed, whenever I bow down to a monk, you feel very discomfortable. What is the reason? No, you are such a great person, emperor of this nation. How can I see and accept you bow down to a penniless monk? Then he told, all right, you go and catch hold of a tiger, a goat, and a what you call criminal. Cut their head. Take their head to the market and try to sell it. Come back and tell what happened. So Senapati went, took the tiger head, goat head, and human head. When he wanted to sell, many people came forward to purchase goat head because low cost. Then some few people wished to purchase tiger head. But nobody came forward to purchase a human head. Chichi. Like that they will be told. Then he was wondering, Hare, goat head is sold for 500 rupees, tiger head is sold for 5,000 rupees. I thought a human being is greater than all these animals, but this human head is not at all selling. Nobody wants to give even 5 rupees. So he came and told to Ashoka. Ashoka told, this is the fact. As long as human head is on the shoulder of the human body, it has some value because it has a thinking capacity. What is the value of human being? Not his flesh, but thinking capacity. These people are great in thinking, these monks, because they have found out everything is going to be anityam, including their own body. So they don't pamper their body, they don't decorate their body, they don't seek pleasure for their body. Therefore only I am bowing down, because they are great discoverers, intelligent people they are. Like that, there is a story. So, this person, as Samitpanihi, should go accepting the intelligence of the teacher. A patient cannot get treatment as long as the patient is not convinced about the treating capacity of the doctor. As long as the patient is suspicious about the capacity of the doctor, about the knowledge of the doctor, about the intention of the doctor, he cannot get treatment at all. Nor a patient can go to doctor and ask some few questions and say, you are good doctor, you are bad doctor. You are really intelligent doctor. Or you become doctor because of copying in the exams. Like that, for judging doctor, he cannot go patient. Because you are in need. As patient, you are in need. As doctor, he is not in need. Similarly, the teacher is not in need to get students. So therefore it says, Abhigachet, go, you go. He will not come. Because he is already Purnaha. He has solved all the riddles of his life and he is happy with himself like a child. So third is, Samitpanihi san Abhigachet. First one is, Tad Vijnanatam eva Abhigachet. Second one is, don't try for solving by yourself. Don't try to solve the problem by yourself. As Arjuna tried to solve the problem by himself in the first chapter of Gita, you can say, and ended up in a confusion, more confusion. Karpanya dosho bhatas swabhavaha prichhami tvam dharma sammudha cheta. Initially he had a doubt about himself and the reality of the life. Now he ended up as dharma sammudha cheta. He was good at dharma, dharmic knowledge. There also he got it gone, confused. Yashreyasya nishchitam bruhitan me shishyasteham Shadhi, Mam, Tvam, Prapannam. As a Prapannaha you go, as a Samitpanihi you go. Third, Vijnanartham abhigachet eva, and Samitpanihi san abhigachet. Whom to approach? Shrotriyam Brahmanishtam Gurum eva abhigachet. So all these conditions, you should go to a competent teacher. You should go only to learn this. You should go as a competent student, you should go. Otherwise, Ananya Prokte Gadihi Atra Nasti. If the teacher is not competent to convey his vision as vision of truth to you, then you also will end up in trouble. Already you are in confusion. And if the teacher also is in confusion, so confusion plus confusion, confusion square it will be. That's what happens in many cases. So the teacher has a vision about the truth. And that vision has to be converted into words. Those words has to be transferred to the student. And the student should convert those words, Shabda, as a vision. So it is the responsibility of a teacher not allowing the student to have a concept about Brahman. There is a Brahman. That Brahman is Jagat Karan. I have to realize it. In Nirvikalpaka Samadhi, these are all concepts. What is the fact? All the 3 periods of time, you are that already. That is the vision. Tadutvam asi, aitad atmyam idagam sarvam, tat satyam, sa atma, tattvamasi shvetaketu. That is the vision. Idagam sarvam atma. Idagam sarvam is equal to atma. Entire creation is yourself. That's the vision. You are the source of entire creation is the vision. How to convey this vision into words and how to avoid the confusions in this transference of knowledge, it's a big challenge. Therefore only Shastra says Shrotriyam Brahmanishtam Ananya Proktaha is a required person, competent person. Ananya Proktaha means one who doesn't have any gap between himself and what he teaches. A physics master who teaches physics has a gap between himself and physics knowledge. A chemistry master who teaches about the chemicals has a gap between chemical and himself, correct? But here, the master, the teacher of the self should not have any gap between himself and the teaching. Understood? So, Ananya Proktaha, not Anya Proktaha. Anya Proktaha means, I am a teacher, I am talking about something which is not me, which is not you. It's called Anya Proktaha. I am talking about something which is not you, which is not me. It's called Anya Proktaha. Ananya Proktaha means, I am talking about something which is myself and you also. That's why in another place Upanishad says Acharya Deva Vidya Vididum Sadishtam Prapatu. In Chandogya Upanishad, a disciple gets this vision through Devatas. Because of his Guru Bhakti, each Devata comes and teaches one level of teaching. If same Devata taught entire teaching, then Devata would have become Guru for him. But that Devata teaches only one level of teaching. There are varieties of levels of teaching is there. Adhyaropa, apavada, like that varieties we will go in future. But when the student comes, the teacher says, hey, I know that Devata have taught you so many things. Why you have come to me? Then Upanishad says, Acharya Dhyeva Vidya Vididum Sadishtum Prapat. That Vidya is assimilated because of the blessing of the Acharya, blessing in the form of bringing everything together and making the student to know the truth. It is like each Devata has given one item to build a building. One Devata has brought bricks, another Devata has brought cement, another Devata has brought sand, another has presented him water. And the Devata told, you build the building, you build your empire. What to do? So Upanishad says there must be an Acharya who has to teach how to mix all these things and build a grand building. Similarly, the Vidya is fructified, is fruitful only when you get the guidance of a Acharya. In another place it says, Acharyavan Purusho Veda. One who has a teacher will certainly come to know that Purusha who happened to be the knower's reality. This is Shruti Pramanam. Based on this Shruti Pramanam, Smritis are there. In Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan says, Tadvidhi pranipadena pariprashnena sevaya upatekshiyanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshinaha. Arjuna, you go and approach a competent teacher and get this knowledge. Arjuna was wondering, Are, you are the Adi Guru. You told that you are the Adi Guru of this entire Sampradaya. Imam vivasvate yogam proktavanaham avyayam. Vivasvan manave praha manurikshvagave bravid. Evam parampara praptam. In this Guru Parampara, you are the first person. And you are teaching me. What you are teaching me? You are asking me to go and approach a competent teacher. Are you not competent? I am competent, not for you. Because you are attached to my form. And you have a relationship with me as friend. Not as a teacher. You declare yourself as the student, then my words will become teaching for you. As long as you are considering yourself as my friend, then this teaching will not work. That's what happened. 36 years it took for Arjuna to assimilate what Krishna taught. And that too, in between he comes back, again says, Krishna, in that battlefield you taught. Nothing happened in my mind. So can you teach once more? Bhagavan teaches him once more. Anugita it is called. Why? Because his attachment will be the hindrance for you to assimilate what I teach. Tasmat gurum prapadyete jignasuhu shreya uttamam, Bhagavatam says. If he wants to gain this knowledge, gurum prapadyete, he has to approach a guru. Gurur anugrahenaiva puman prashantaye. So all these Shastra Vakyas reveal that need for a teacher. How many stages a spiritual seeker has to pass through? Imagine. First stage is you should understand what is the problem. What is the problem? Ignorance is the problem. The disease is ignorance. Self-ignorance is the disease. Not the external world, nor Ishvara, nor Karmaphala, nor Prarabdha, nor family members. What is the actual problem? Your own ignorant mind is the problem. To come to this conclusion, you need lot of time. Because always human being tries to correct everything except himself. He changes people, he changes places, he changes jobs, he changes gods, changes religion, changes pujas, except changing himself, he is ready to do everything. Why? Because he has not yet found out who is the actual culprit who creates problem in my life. My own mind is the culprit. It's a great discovery. First discovery, he has to go through that. Then second discovery is Pariksha Lokan, Karmachitan, Brahmano, Nirvedam, Vairagyam has to come. Even though he understands that others are not cause of my suffering, because of his association with them, he cannot get rid of them. Attachment. So self-ignorance is the cause, and one should qualify himself. Second level. Then how to get rid of this self-ignorance? Knowledge is the only solution, he should be convinced. Otherwise he will be doing some other thing, sitting in meditation or standing one leg or doing pranayamas. So many sadhanas he will be doing. Kalpa koti pihi, Shankara says, anything you do, nothing will happen, even if you do it for kalpa koti. So you should understand that self-knowledge is the only solution. And fourth level of maturity is, this self-knowledge is available only in Vedanta Shastra Pramanam. Everywhere only, you have to add. If you add also, then you will be diverted with so many things. My mind only is the culprit. I have to handle it. Ignorance is the only cause. I have to remove it. For that I should prepare myself. Then solution is gaining knowledge, self-knowledge. There is no other solution. Going to Vaikuntha Loka or Shiva Loka or what you call Swarga Loka or going to America, anywhere you go, same mosquitoes and mother-in-laws and father-in-laws only. Same thing only. Anywhere, even in Vaikuntha, you will have people who are jealous of you, or you will have people about whom you can have jealous. They may not have jealousy, you may have jealous. So same thing only. So solution is self-knowledge. Then the solution is available in Vedanta Shastra Pramanam only, fourth level. And Vedanta Shastra is Pramanam only, fifth level. Not a subordinate thing. Understood? That is the only way. Then teacher is the only person who can operate this Vedanta Shastra Pramanam, can remove my ignorance. Understood? After this he has to search for Shrotriyam Brahmanishtam Guru. The definition of a teacher is what? Shrotriyam Gurum Yeva Abhigached Samitpanihi San Shrotriyam Brahmanishtam Gurum. Who is this Shrotriya Brahmanishta Guru? The Guru, definition of Guru is told here. Definition of Guru is what? First qualification for him is Shrotriyaha, Samprataya Vid, ex-disciple. Shrotriya means what? Ex-disciple. The teacherhood is not a position taken by him, that is a position you are giving to him. He is not interested in taking teacher position to you. No jnani declares, come, come, come. I will teach you. Nobody says. The sign of his knowledge is what? He is happy, that's all. He doesn't need even to teach anything. Understood? There is no compulsion in his mind. If there is a compulsion, urge in his mind to teach, then he is in samsara. Then why he teaches? If you ask, you come and cry to him and request him to teach. Why can't he teach? He has some milk and he is happy with that milk. Whenever requires, he drinks and be happy. Suppose you are coming and crying, please give me milk, please give me milk. I know that milk is the only food which can satiate me. Now I am in hunger, like that. So why can't he give? If he refuses to give, then also he is in samsara. If he goes and sells to every door, then also he is in samsara. You understand now the difference between the preacher and a teacher? One great industrialist came here. So he asked, Swamiji, I heard that you are preaching Vedanta. Then I told, no, I don't preach Vedanta. I teach Vedanta. What is the difference between preaching and teaching? If you are in need of selling your product, you are preaching. Salesman. If others are in need of your teaching, then when they come, you respond to them. That's all. So he is a satisfied person. So he is not going to put a board in front of his kutia or ashrama. He doesn't put a board. Unlike other scholars, all other departments, he doesn't put a board. So and so Subramaniam, lawyer, teacher, physics teacher, headmaster. And after retirement also, that board will not be removed. Ex-headmaster they will put. Ex-IAS, ex-MLA, even ex also they celebrate. Because problem, finitude. No jnani says I am a jnani. Every jnani says I am Brahman. Every jnani says I am Brahman. No jnani says I am a jnani. And if he says, hey, idiot, he accepts, yes. He doesn't bother about other certificate also. Nor he is in need of proving his wisdom, nor he has any urge to share his wisdom. If you are interested, you can go and tap. It is like an honeycomb. Honeycomb doesn't come and say, hey, please take me, take me, take me. Nor the honeys come and tell, please take honey. We have built a home and that is called honeycomb. Then they are happy in collecting and drinking, collecting, drinking. That's all. If human being doesn't interfere with them, they will collect and drink and be happy. Again they go for collection, then drink and happy. They are very disciplined. Only particular days they drink it. Other days only collection. So they are happy with their routine. They don't bother about your arrival. Understood? So that person has to be approached and you should be in such a condition to provoke his karuna. He should get that karuna. He should be compassionate enough to solve your problem. Because according to me, no problem at all in the world. Because Sarvam Jagat, I am that Jagat, I am Ananda Swarupaha, Jagat is Ananda Swarupaha. No problem at all in the Jagat. So how you make a person who sits like this to talk to you, please tell. How you make? Only Bhagavan has to do some miracle here in this. It's not a joke. To be a disciple or to get a teacher or get teaching from the teacher. It's not a joke. There must be a karuna to share. If you are Mauni Baba, what you will do? There are so many lakhs and lakhs of Mauni Babas who have gained this wisdom and passed away without the knowledge of the world. And there are some Babas who don't come to the society at all. I had the fortune of meeting so many monks like this. They are full of wisdom, they are happy, living in minus 20 degrees, 30 degrees. In Gomukh, in Gangotri, they never come back to society at all. 35 years when Swami was living there in 2008 when I went. Swami Satyananda Saraswati, his name was. Full of joy, happy. Living condition was minus 20 degree. He eats only some bijas. Bijas means what? Seeds, some seeds, that's all. No cooking, nothing. Full of happy, healthy, very ajanubahu. So there are so many people who live without even talking to others, moving with others. So getting a teacher is totally in the hands of Ishvara Anugraha. So Shrotriya Brahmanishtam Guru means how to find out him. Who is Brahmanishtaha? Brahmanishtaha means one who is established Brahman. Okay. You don't know what is Brahman. How you know whether somebody is established in Brahman or not? You don't know white color. What is white color? How you identify a person who is wearing white color dress? Please tell. Taponishtaha means one who is established in tapas. You can know. Understood? He is engaged in tapas. Nishtha means always committed to engaged in that particular pursuit. Dhananishtaha. A businessman is Dhananishtaha. Understood? You can identify him. Vidyanishtaha, one who engages committed to knowledge pursuit. Research scholars. Understood? Pujanishtaha. You can understand. But Brahmanishtaha, how you can understand, identify, please tell. Because you know what is puja, you know what is dhanam, you know what is tapas. So you can identify these nishtas. But how to know Brahmanishta? Please tell. That's why people end up with so many types of teachers according to their prarabdham. According to their prarabdham, they end up with one type of teachers. How many types of teachers? Varieties of teachers. There are teachers who don't agree this Vedanta Shastra Pramanam itself as Pramanam and who at the same time teach spiritual life. For many, Vedanta Shastram is not at all Pramanam, but still they teach. What they teach? My Acharya is to tell, what they teach is not Vedanta, it is Devanta. So about them, Upanishad says, Avidyayam antare vartamanaha swayam dhira panditam manyamana janghanyamana paryanti mudha andhe naiva niyamana yathantha. Avidyayam antare vartamana. They are full of ignorance. But the problem is, swayam dhira. They consider themselves as dhiraha, wise people. Panditam manyamana. Not only wise. Panditam. What is the difference between wisdom and pandityam? One who has wisdom is knowledgeable person. But he is not in urge to spread and share his knowledge. He is not in urge. He has some convictions about life, about himself. He is comfortable with that. Understood? There are some people, they have some opinion about God and about themselves and about the world, and they are into the world and declare this is the right thing. Allahu Akbar. Allah is great. Okay, great, okay. There is none other God greater than him. How you know? How you know? Prophet Muhammad is the messenger of the God. Okay, no problem. You can believe it. I have no problem. But no other person is greater than. How you know? You understand now? The difference between having conviction and spreading it to the others. Similarly, other religion. Similarly, in our own Sanatana Dharma, they have some conviction according to their Guru Parampara, according to their Prarabdha, according to their brought up, they have end up with this conviction, which happen to be avidyayam antare vartamana, which happen to be ignorance, who happen to be in ignorant world, but swayam dhira panditam manyamana janganyamana. They roam here and there. Pariyanti mudhaha. Strong words Upanishad uses. Mudhaha, idiots. But they consider themselves as wise. But unfortunately, there are followers for them also. Yeah, this is world of Maya. World of Maya means world of confusion only. So all possibilities are there. Andhenaiva niyamana yathanta, as a blind is led by another blind. One blind says, I am with full of sight, I am full of vision, please come to me, I will guide you. Then another blind goes back. It doesn't stop there. Next mantra also it says, avidyayam bahuda vartamanaha vayam krithartha iti abhimanyanti balaha. Childish people consider that they are kritarthaha. We have fulfilled our life. By becoming so and so person, I have fulfilled my life. By becoming a terrorist of a particular religion, every terrorist considers that I am fulfilled. So there is no need for this existence of this body also. I can burst myself and destroy others who doesn't believe in it. Kritartha iti abhimanyanti balaha yat karmino na pravedayante ragad tena aturaha kshina lokash chavante. It talks about their end. They are unhappy people, restless people, who happen to be the disturbance to the society. What will be their end? Kshina loka chavante. They end up with a kshina lokas, lower existence. This is the condition. See how many troubles are there, you see. So there are so many people with a lot of boats. Come, come, come. Become my disciple. Give your name and address. We will send you greetings, birthday greetings. So many institutions are there. So many people are there. What they teach? What they teach? So there are asampradaya vidhi. Neither they learnt anything from sampradaya or shastra, nor they accept the sampradaya or shastra as a source of knowledge for them, nor they keep themselves quiet So they declare, advertise, put boards. So about them, Acharya Shankaracharya writes in his commentary. It's a very wonderful commentary in which he condemns, keeping this Vedantic, Upanishadic condemnation as a source. Swayam Mudaha Anyansha Vyamohayati. That he is by himself idiot. Okay, there is nothing wrong in being idiot because it's our Swatasiddham. That is a gift we get by birth. Everybody is idiot. That is a gift. Every Janma we get this same gift only. In every Janma, what is the gift? This is the gift. I don't know myself. That's all. That's the gift. No problem. But Anyacha Vyamohayati, that's the problem. They go and teach that. That's the problem. Shastrartham Sampradaya Rahitatvat. Because they have not disciplined themselves, they have not put themselves as disciple of a Sampradaya and learned something from that Sampradaya, which is otherwise impossible for them to learn by any other means. Sruta Hanim Asruta Kalpanam cha Kurvan. What is told in the Shastra, they will not tell. What is not told in the Shastra, they will tell as though it is told in the Shastra. Because the audience is poor, ignorant audience. If you speak little thing, is what you call Sanskrit words or some words, or if you look up and talk something, people will be mesmerized. Innocent they are. So, Tasmad asampradaya vid sarva shastra vidapi murkhavatu upekshaniya. Reject him as an idiot in your spiritual journey. You need not go and tell, hey, you are idiot like that. You understand that he doesn't have anything to share with regard to the spiritual life. He may have something to share with regard to dharma. He may have something to share with regard to health. There are so many Babas who are bothered about the health of the human society, you know. They create companies also. Nothing wrong. But we don't have, as a spiritual seeker, we have nothing to do with them. That's all. So I should be very, very selective in knowing what I should not select. Understand? I should know first what should I not select. What are all those things I should not select. That clarity must be there. What I should select will come afterwards. It's a vague only. Whom to select, from where to select, how to select, these are all afterwards. At least I should know, I should not take poison. That I should know. To survive in this world, first thing is what? I should not take poison even if I get an iota of suspicion in that. Sir, 1% only, sir. Alcohol as poison, some percentage. Understood? People go and take na. That's what I tell. This clarity itself is not there. Every drunkard knows that it is a poison. It kills his health. But still, happily they go and stand in a queue and pay and get happy also. Good times, Kingfisher. They call it good time, but that is a bad time. So people are confused with regard to even things which I should not take. So first I should be very clear what I should not take. I should be very clear to whom I should not go. Because Shastra told, Shrotriyam Brahmanishtam Gurum Abhigachet. You should go to a Shrotriya Brahmanishta Guru. I don't know what is Shrotriya. I don't know what is Brahmanishta. But I can know who is Asampradaya. I can know who is not a spiritual person. My seeking is spirituality, not medicine, not yantra, not tantra, not mantra, not jyotisha. That's why in Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna's life we find when some people come, he goes inside the room and locks himself and tells others, hey, don't tell that I am here. He was afraid of meeting those people. When disciples asked, why you are afraid of them? No, they come and persuade me to get blessing, to win their case. And there are some people who go to Babaji's to get blessing to win their case in which they have murdered a person. You see? There are people who go to Babaji to get some medicine, yantra, mantra, tantra, abhicharika karmas. And many people go to Babaji's to get a blessing for their marriage or marriage of their daughters. You go to Sringeri Mutt, full of these fellows only sitting with lot of fruits on the plate and put the vertical, that invitation. So it seems that Acharya told once to a brahmachari. That brahmachari became a sannyasi, then he shared that. That old Acharya. Hey, what they ask, I cannot give. What I have, they don't want. What is the fun of sitting here? They ask blessing for marriage. I know that is not going to help them for a fulfillment in life. But still I have to bless them. What nonsense. Like that he asked, it seems. The brahmachari who happened to be a sannyasi afterwards shared this. But still, out of compassion towards the society, they come at least with the expectation, at least one fellow in a lakh will come and ask, Adihi Bhagavo Brahmedi Kasminnu Vijñate Sarvamidam Vijñatam Bhavati Anyatra Dharmad, Anyatra Adharmad, Anyatra Asmad Krita Krita Anyatra Bhutascha Bhavyascha Yat Tat Pashyasi Tadvade. Nachiketas asked this question to Yamadharmaraja. So with that expectation, they may be waiting. Because they have pita. Pita means it is a responsibility. Responsibility means it is Guru Seva. So they accepted that responsibility as Guru Seva. Kritagnyata. Out of gratitude towards their Guru Parampara, somebody must hold the flag. Na? But majority of sadhus who have this wisdom are hiding themselves. Either in crowded cities or in secluded mountains and forests. So how to approach? First thing is you should be very clear whom you should not approach. You should not approach a person whose life is not committed for devotion, whose life is not committed for Ishvara, whose life is not committed for dharma, whose life is not committed for charities, who is busy in accumulating the wealth and ashramas and this. No, we don't have anything to do with them. Asampradayavati, not sampradayavati. So, Sotriyam Brahmanishtam Guru. So there are other three types of gurus who may help us in our spiritual seeking. About them we will learn in the next class. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat. Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.
Krishna Dvaita सत्यं हे राम कृष्ण तपोधते त्यागं अदृष्टपूर्वं दृष्ट्वा नमस्यन्ति कथं प्रवीण्या हे रामकृष्ण त्वयि भक्तिहीने हे रामकृष्ण त्वयि भक्तिहीने कृपाकटाक्षं कुरु देवनृत्यं कृपाकटाक्षं कुरु देवनृत्यं हे रामकृष्ण श्रुत्वात्र ते नाम भवन्ति भक्ता दृष्ट्वा वयं त्वा